Hi, friends. It's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to a journal with me on my messy desk. This is like the second journal with me for February. I am so incredibly behind, but I'm going to just ooch along. I'm just going to, I don't know, like I'm not current, and that's just where I'm at. That's just a statement. It has no judgment with it. We're just going to do what we're going to do today. So, as usual, thought I'd bring you along, which means, the desk is what it is. I don't know. So, what do we have to work with? If you're new here, again, welcome, welcome. If you're new and I have not had a chance to say hello, hello, could you please say hello below? I'd love to, comment back and chat a bit if you guys feel like you want to. So yeah, say hello. I'd love to get to know you. If you're not new, then please know I really appreciate you being back. So I love hanging out with you guys. Let's see, where are we at? I am doing a daily journal, and I am not current on my days at all. But part of why I have stuff like this out on my desk, I'm just looking at here, is I do an item of the month for me and anyone else who wants to join in. My item of the month this month is stamps. So I've been getting refamiliarized with some of my stamps that I have out, and this set in particular, I'm not going to use because I have a double and I need to get this one off my desk and get another one. But I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to get it off my desk. So this is February. We are now on February 15th, but I just started yesterday. So this is the day so far. Now, interestingly enough, this is what today might look like. We're going to do a little journaling today. We're going to do a little, not much, okay? Not much today. I mean, housework, clean the sheets, all that. We did already remake the bed. We have laundry started. My husband's out for a walk. It's like 30 something degrees, and he's like, I'm going for a walk. Good for you. I'm not going. So I came down here. I have the heater on. I have double sweats on. It's cold. Okay, this was Valentine's Day, and if you're not new, you will recognize this piece of steak. This was in my capsule for last month, and it didn't get used. And of course, last night it got used. So my husband came home from work early. He stopped by the store, got some beautiful steaks, some T-bone steaks, and cooked them up for us with some beautiful shrimp. So let's see, let's see what else I can do. This was Friday. I have my things in here, and I need to print up a picture from this day. Let's see what else we can get onto these pages. So this is Wednesday. I have a little note here. This was a fairly easy day, like work, gym, and tacos with my crew. So I don't know. And I think this is kind of where we left off yesterday. I made a tuck here. So we have lots of space, and this is technically a pocket. So I could take this flap off here, although I really like it, because I already have my tape here. So we could put a journaling card in here and something in here. We do need to put some stamps on this page. So we need to figure out maybe what to do on this page. I have this. I mean, that would be an easy fill. Really easy fill. Why not? Why don't we just use it? Why don't we just use it? Now, I still have to use, whoops. I do still need to figure out, isn't that funny? I was going to reach for a red pen because it's like, yay, Valentine's Day. But the coloring on this page in particular has some blue. So let's go ahead and do blue. I want to see if I have you. I do. All right, let's just use a regular, it's, ballpoint pen, nothing fancy. Today's date is, we'll put a W there for Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. Productivity, oh my goodness. So this is interesting, right? When you do a little self-reflection, if you will. I do the same thing with my mood. Like when you track your mood or whatever, I have a range of emotions throughout the day. I wasn't feeling like happy all day. I wasn't feeling frustrated or sad or mad all day, which is the truth about emotions, right? That's the beautiful part about them is they come and they go, which is beautiful to know when we're not feeling well. It's like this too shall pass, right? I think the same thing is true like productivity. I'm going to mark it high, but I'm just processing in my own brain where I do my other journaling. Obviously, this is not my process journal. This is just my daily kind of, I don't know, document journal, but super productive at work. No, I was productive this day. I really was, because I was going to say sometimes I'm not like as productive at home because I get home and I'm super tired, or yeah, I don't know. I was very productive actually this day. Feelings and vibes were digging it today. Actually, Wednesday was a great day to fill out this little form. This is great. So that's like people I interacted with. Yes, yes. This was a great day. What a fun form to fill out. Effort given. Again, a 5, because I really was, I had a great day at work. Fun and entertainment. Well, now, but again, tacos with the crew goes big here. So let's do that. Quality of food concern. Okay. Okay. This is not a 5. We need to have a talk about this. Let's put a 3. I probably had my same breakfast, yogurt and whatnot, and then lunch. Oh, I had a salad. It was a 3, but tacos for dinner, and then there was probably some sort of sweet consumed, because school is crazy. I don't know how you guys, yeah, I'm working on it. Goals and achievement. I'm going to put a 4 because I went to the gym, which is one of my goals and my achievements right now. It's a struggle, which is so interesting because, again, if you're new, my normal used to be normal routine was I just went to the gym. It was nothing I even thought about usually. I mean, I really enjoyed it and went all the time, and I'm really struggling to go back. So, yeah, best part about today, I will put that I felt productive at work despite, what do I want to say? Despite what? I'll put office challenges, and felt strong at gym, and we'll put enjoyed dinner. Okay, worst part about today, I will put frustration with office. And then, would you recommend today to a friend? Heck yes. Why? Why? Felt good and connected. There you go. Overall rating. We're going to give it a 5. We're going to give today a 5-star. Yeah, that's exciting. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's erase this right here because we don't need that little note there any longer. And this is going to tuck right in here. Now, I need to decide if I want to seal this edge and actually make it a pocket, but I don't think I need to do that. I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll slip out. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to take off a little bit of this trim. We could cut this down just a bit and it would like fit in here if I was going to, attach this over here. And we definitely could do that, but I don't think I need to. But we will trim it down just a bit to be safe, so it tucks in there a little bit better. How about that? It'll be a compromise. And I'm going to snip an ooch off the end as well. Okay? So there's that. That's fun. Yeah, that's better actually. We could take a little bit off here, but we don't need to right now. Okay. Red goes away. Blue goes away. Okay. We need to put something in here and include our stamp. So let's find a stamp. I would like to, well, what would I like to do? Let me get my brain situated here. I think I'd like to find a space for some of these things I have out on my desk. And then I'd like to get out my stamps and figure out what days. Now, I know one of you asked me, like, do you have any awareness since you've been doing this challenge about why you use things or why you don't, or like what works for you and whatnot. And yes, and I've talked about it a couple times, but again, if you're new here or whatnot, if you missed that video, part of why I did it is because I don't grab things. I rarely use stamps in my journal. Okay. So unless I'm going to set up my month, which I did do again with my numbers, but part of why is because it's hard to reach. It's another thing to get out and like go through and figure out and all that kind of stuff. So I would like to figure out a way to kind of make them more usable. And I do have one idea that I've kind of already been doing, but that's one of the frustrations. So, okay, let me see if I can pop these stickers in where I want them. So this is not Friday, but Saturday's breakfast. Now, we do not have one single space for this coffee. I didn't even document that we went to coffee. I could put it right there. We went to a really fun restaurant for breakfast. We had fun breakfast. We had beautiful, beautiful baked goods. Like they were really pretty. And we also had some Southern food like grits and a beautiful coffee. I'm not joking. It looked exactly like this. So I will stick that sticker on there. Yeah, let's see. I think I want to put, okay, so I finally bought a hat on Saturday. How lame is that? I know. And I didn't print up a picture of it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So, I don't know. We could put it there, but then that takes away from that. Well, this one's funny because, oh my gosh, they're dorks. Maybe we'll put it there. We had the best time shopping. It was fun. It was just a game. We went in all the stores. They have a boot store in Nashville. If you've been to Nashville, I'm sure you guys know. If you buy one pair, you get 2 pairs free. But I mean, we went to all the boot stores, the fancy ones, the non-fancy ones, whatever. We ended up not getting a pair of boots for my girl, which is crazy to me, but it's okay. And then I'm going to put Taylor on this little page. We have to, because I have these little things of Taylor, and when else am I going to use them except the Super Bowl? And it was a little bit of, I don't know, not a good day for Taylor, right? So we'll go ahead and put her on there. I'm not a Taylor fan, but I have other people in my life who are Taylor fans, and so I don't know. I kind of have been following. I don't know. There's rumors that they broke up or whatever. But anyway, we're going to use that because I don't know when else I'm going to use that. So that's the point of that conversation. I don't think we need to use this. And then this one would be on Tuesday. So we'll pop it in here and see if we want to use it. Okay, here we go. All right, that's Monday. We were going to get out stamps. Okay, let me see. I'm going to put my book up and see what stamps we need. And again, I used a stamp for my days. Numbers, the circle, and the day of the week. So I don't have to Like this is a stamp, you know, these are 3 stamps. Technically we've met the requirement, but we got them out. I have some of them out, not all of them. Let me see what we have going on here. I made this little bucket. I feel like the Let's Eat Cake and Celebrate we could use for sure. This chicken one, I don't know why this is out. Numbers. Oh, there's my husband. Okay, let's pause it and come back. Okay. I had to say hello to my husband, and while I was up, I got out some more stamps. Ah! Okay, I have a few ideas. So, what I grabbed right now, and we'll kind of separate it, and I have way more. So maybe I'll show them to you in sets. I don't know, or not sets, but segments. I'm not sure. I actually don't have a place to put these around me, so this is part of the problem, and I need to figure out if I want to make a space like for stamps. Maybe I know like Lydia chooses some stamps of the month or some, and I used to have a little bucket at my feet, so maybe I'll do that again. I can show you that bucket. So this is the first set I got out. Now this one I got for $1. This is the same set as the one I showed you earlier that has not been mounted. Okay, so this one I got out. I'd like to use this stamp right here, so we're going to leave that set out. These boxes I got out because they all have letters in them, and I have other letters up in my cupboard as well. But I felt like if I'm going to use stamps, letters make sense. So these are all kept in different sorts. This is a big foam box of yumminess. This is you guys, this is one of my favorite ways to keep things. I actually, this like Tupperware, not Tupperware, this is, you know, plastic, whatever. This is a food container. Okay. If you don't use it for food, use it for other things. I used to keep this. I had another one of these, or a few of these actually. This went to the gym with me in my gym bag when I went to a different gym and we like showered there, right? And it had, you know, whatever, shampoo, soap, whatever you need. Plastic containers that are already divided are wonderful. So here are 4 little sets of letters. Do you need 4 little sets? No, you don't. But they're all different, right? So yeah. And then here's more little sets. That's not, that's my rubber stamp cleaner. Here's more letters. Look, I mean, look how tiny these are. Yeah, I know. Here's another set of letters. Again, I bought this in this tub, like from a Goodwill, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I bought it and put it, I don't even remember. But here's another one. These are, oh, I thought they were Tim Holtz. They are not. Those are kind of fun. Okay, so I got out lots of letters, and I think if we're going to be using stamps, I would like to be labeling things. I used to label a lot and stamp out a lot when I was doing like scrapbooking and Project Life and that sort of thing. So these used to get a lot of use, these smaller letters. These not so much, right? I did more for art journaling and that sort of thing. So those are out. I don't know where they go. I literally don't know where they go, but we're going to stack them up. I don't even know if you heard all that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to edit that out. If you did not hear that part, it was because my earphones obviously were on my desk and I forgot to put them in. I forgot I was wearing them to film. Egads. Okay. I may cut that out. I'm not too sure. But the Cliff Notes version is I got out more stamps. A lot of them are letters, and I think I'd like to try and use them. I know I'd like to try and use them, so I'd like to keep them. I'd like to find a way to keep them by my desk. Okay. Holy cannoli. Let me show you what else I have out. This is the mail set, but this one's mounted, so we'll keep this one out. In here, I've showed this before. I have a little tiny book that I started doing some stamping in, like around the fall. And I really like this idea. So I think we'll do some in here. Here's another number set. Here's what I used for my days. These are numbers. I'm not in love with those. Love this one. So I'd really like to use this one. We'll get that one out. I do like this one. I bought this a long time. I bought this for one of our prompts last year. Oh, I love you. You know what is so lame? My husband and I did not take a picture together yesterday for Valentine's Day. Silly gooses. Totally forgot. As much as I yell at my family, I know, right? I know. Okay. Let's see what else we have. I have this little set here, which is really pretty, and I like it a lot. And so I thought, obviously, the hearts are really fun for this month. So I will probably keep this one out. This one's fun. I have not ever used it, so we will be using this one. This is completely like for my boy and down in Charleston. So like we could use the sailboat, although I already have a stamped sailboat, the palm tree, the little house. Let's celebrate. How stinking cute is that? Okay, I want to use that. Here's some fun coffee. We could try that one. Here's another set of coffee. Again, got this one at Goodwill. This one's fun because it has like the coffee and the steam coming up from the coffee. Oh, there is a fun heart. That is a perfect heart. Okay, that makes me happy. And this says I like it a latte. And I wish it says I like you a latte. Let's see. Sending warm thoughts. Nothing's better than a good friend with chocolate. Aw. Oh, and a little straw. Did it come with a different cup? That's strange. It may have come with a different cup and I lost it. I'm not too sure. 2006. These all say 2006. I do wish they did not do it at this point. I do wish they would have had a picture in the boxes with, but anyway, that's this set. Okay, what else do I have? Well, let me show you. I have a thing, I don't know, just a makeup container or whatever of rubber stamps. And now these are fun because they're all rubber, but these are close to my heart sets. But look how many you can store as opposed to the wooden sets, right? So let's see very quickly if there's anything. Congrats, you rock. You're awesome. I don't think, like we could use a lot of these little things like arrows and stuff, but I mean, I can go back in and maybe add those later. Again, a celebrate. Here's a journal block. This is a little fancy, so I don't think I'm going to use either one of those right now. Oh, this is a fun one. Summertime, and these hearts or these circles that say things like my heart belongs to you. Smile, laugh, giggle. I mean, that would have been fun. Here's another heart. Don't think I'm going to be drawn to any of these. What is this one? I have it in upside down or backwards. Let's see here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, look at that. I love this one. Oh, that heart. Let's see if we can get it packaged up the right way so then we can see it. That little sweet home, I had to have it. Look at that. Is that not adorable? Around the block. Don't think we'll use that one. This is soccer. This one's fun. It's like, I don't know why I have these all in backward. Maybe, I don't know. You could make like a circle and then put happy birthday, and we could, I guess, that's a maybe. That's a very functional, I guess more functional than team player. Okay. I'm going to pull it like for this one because season is starting this week. So this one's a functional one. I guess they do go in this way, and then I like them the other way. I like them with the stamp on, like I did the house. I like it with the stamp showing this way, so it's not, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is very functional. You can see I have not even used it, except for the little numbers. Okay, this is like kind of romantic. Party fun, stars. Because a lot of these have not even been used. This one's fun. I went to a party and made like a really fun card with this, and then of course had to buy the set to make it, and I've never made that card again, I don't think, but I've used some of the stamps. This was a discounted set of yeah, this is, I guess, one, it says cricket. This one, I guess, goes with the cricket. You could, but I don't have that cricket, so I just use the stamp. This one's fun. Grateful, happy. This says have a happy, and then here's day. The circle's fun. Oh, beautiful. I love that one. Now, this I've stamped out a couple times, so that's what I'd like to probably do again. Oh, and this one's fun. Look at this one with the bird and the happy bird. I actually really like that bird. So we might come back and stamp out some of these like in random, but nothing that I have to use right now for these pages. So I'm going to leave these two out maybe. Let's go to our next little box that I pulled, because I do want to show you my supplies, and it might just have to be like throughout the month. So here's another box, same idea, right? Same idea. This is one I ordered off of like whatever website. This actually has, ooh, I might have a die. This might be one that has a die. Let's see. Same idea. These are all close to my heart stamps. Here's a birthday one. Isn't that fun? So I'm going to pull this. I like the size of this little happy birthday, and feel like here's another happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, this one's fun. Look at the lemonade. So I could use this right now because literally look what I'm drinking. Not lemonade, but, you know, coffee. My protein coffee. We could do this. I'm going to pull it. We're going to try it. Where was my other? Yep, we have the other coffee stuff. We're going to make something work there. That's going to be fun. Oh, this one I love. This is a typewriter. Okay, what's this one? Oh, this was a She Girl or a by Ray. This reminded me of that. Dream and this little girl. Cute. What's this one? Oh, I love this one. Celebrate life, courage, kind. This one we're going to pull. I want to stamp some more of that out. This is more of a practical one, maybe. I really like that. Summer and barbecue. I love this September stamp. Little sweet friend one. This one's fun. This has a fun camera. I think we'll stamp some more of these cameras out. I've done that before. So maybe we'll do some of that. Oh, these birds are fun. I love this one. I love this bird right here. Have a beautiful day. We'll stamp some more of those out. I'm doing the same thing. Those are ones I've obviously done before. This one's beautiful. It is initially kind of like folly to me, like a wreath, but it does not have to be. It could definitely, I've seen cards made, it's very springy and whatnot, but here's a fun one. So here's winter and snowflakes. So I think maybe we'll try that. Here's love today. Now this today, I have right. I already used it. Well, here's the love. Oh, I already used the today in my journal. See right here? See today? So we will, we'll maybe stamp some more of those out. Here's another typewriter and a phone. That's a fun phone. I have another little phone over here. Gather. Remember this. Okay, very fun. I'm going to do that one. And here's like a flower. You guys, we have stuff coming up. Again, if you're new here, welcome. We have like 3 things in May that I need to take time off for. I literally don't know if I'm going to be able to take the time off. I don't know. Like, I have a new boss. I haven't had a boss in a very long time, and now I have a boss, and it's a very weird dynamic because I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So last night, why am I thinking of that? Last night we got a call from my husband's dad, and he was like, "Hey, my birthday's coming up. I want to have this big thing. There's a whole family come into town," and we're like, oh, yes, yes, absolutely, we will be there. But it's also, we have graduation. My son's graduating again with his master's this year, and my brother's getting married the following week after my father-in-law's birthday. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let me show you my other thing of stamps. We're not really like, we're not really journaling. This is another thing that I've contained stamps in. Now, this used to be a paper folder, a paper holder, like office thing. I took out the dividers, okay? And this is one of the ways that I store some stamps. Now we have some loose stamps in here, so let's see if we want any of these. Oh, this says thanks and life's a beach. Hope you're feeling sunny soon. That would be fun with the sunshine. This is a beautiful foam one. See, we should maybe use some of this. I'll get that one out. Look at this fish, this catfish. Is that not amazing? All right, so those will just don't really go in this box. I'm not sure why they're in here. Oh, here's another foam stamp that, okay, we'll let that one go too. Okay, so these, let me show you. Like I said, well, we could clean this out a little bit. This had dividers in it. Can you see where the dividers were? And I just took them out to give myself a really sturdy box, and it still broke. So I just taped it, okay? So let's look at what I created in here. Here is another foam stamp that I used. Okay, the idea came from these. These are expensive sleeve pockets from like Hobby Lobby. They go in an expensive binder. Allison is not an expensive girl, okay? So I bought this set and I was like, I can fit those in another binder. Now, of course, they don't fit exactly. These are from Target in the dollar section, in the $3 section. I bought them a while ago, but you understand the concept, obviously. I like this idea, and I'm sure you could buy, like, these are pretty heavy duty. I'm sure you could buy pockets that slip. Okay, so this is one way to store these flat stamps. These are words, like snarky words. I have a bunch in here. So I'm not too sure I'm going to get these out right now. I have 3 sets in this one pocket. But, I mean, they're fun. Like, enjoy the little things in life. I'm willing to risk the cooties if you are. I love you to the moon and back. Never apologize to who you are. And the other side's, like, kind of snarky. These are more snarky comments, some of which you can see I've used. Be you, the world will adjust. These are pretty snarky. Same thing over here. Okay, here's a Tim Holtz foam set and a Dilutions set of borders. Here's a fun little set of like astronauts in space. These are ordered online, like at, I don't know, AliExpress or something. And this little monster, look at this monster. I've used him before. Is he not adorable with this little girl? And then look at this one. Maybe we'll use this one because I don't know. It's snowing, but I've definitely used this one before. It's a little monster with rain. So we'll get this one out and maybe use that. This is so cute with like the little heart and the little kid. Maybe we'll use both. Maybe I'll stamp some of those for the little kids at school. Now, here is the pig, When Pigs Fly. I've used these a lot. I have a matching die for this. So here's the question, and I made a decision, but let me know your thoughts. Would you leave this with your stamps, or would you put it with your die, or would you store them together? The answer for me is I think I should store them at least together, and I would probably leave it in stamps. I'm not too sure. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right, here's another Tim Holtz. Oh my gosh, the cat and the birds. Oh my gosh, I love these. Okay, I feel like we need maybe some of those cats. And here's another number. Now, I feel like I had a plastic sleeve on my desk that maybe wasn't filled. So I think this is what maybe that went to. So I will move this into a plastic sleeve. But this is fun. I think this is from Hobby Lobby. It has numbers and then just all the days, like fun days on it, like Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Labor Day, etc. I don't see, they're not sticking really up here. I feel like I would like this back in a plastic sleeve. So I will work on that. And I think I could reorganize them better to have all my numbers and stuff together. I'm going to leave this one out, actually. Okay, so there's one notebook of stamps. Let's go through this one. Now, this one is obviously super fat and too fat. So I need to move some stuff out of here. But same idea. It's a photo album, not 3-ring bound, just a photo album that I got at the thrift store for like 50 cents probably. And you guys have seen me. I store dies in the same idea, the metal dies. Okay. These are fun. This is some of my favorites. We'll stamp some of these for sure. I don't know if I have to get these out. Dad stuff, emotions, never used these. Explore. They're pretty fat. Here's a dream catcher. Here's like those girls from Hobby Lobby. Never used them. The love and the blessed, I love. Now here's some functional ones. Now, when we started our journaling years and years and years ago in like a faux Benici style, and every day we were documenting like the weather, and like let's do it, friends. Let's get that out. This is just a chevron. Beautiful, a little journal spot. Some of these I've used. So I want to have these out closer to me, and I want them in my brain so I remember I have them. Little animals. Love these. Look at the snail. Isn't he adorable? My husband bought me this stamp and I love it so much. And I love that he bought it for me. Here's a Scarlet Lime Planner stamp. Cocoa Daisy. Oh my gosh, the coffee spill. Look at this thing. That is so funny. I literally have a real one right here. Is that not amazing? That's amazing. Here's the Happy Mail stamp I just used. I think someone sent me one of these, already stamped. I just got it in Happy Mail. I think it's very similar, if not. Little words, magical unicorn and a bird. And here's that same little girl with that monster. She's like, I love her a lot. So we might use some of this. I'm going to stop pulling at this point. My pile is high. And we're obviously not going to get journaling. So I will maybe relabel this into a stamp review part 1. I don't even know. All right, there is that book. Let's see. I have 2 more books in this little bucket. So it is nice. It holds quite a bit. These are those thicker sleeves. My goodness, my hair is just everywhere. These are those thicker sleeves, and you can see that these are empty. So they had stamps in them. So I'm going to reorganize. I might put all my letters and stuff in this. This is maybe where I pulled them for. Here's another letter set, though. And that's actually really fun. So here's another letter set I've barely used. I probably spelled, don't even know, some lines to journal on. Oh, my monthly tickets. These are really fun. So you take the monthly. So where are we at? February. So there's the little February ticket, and then you put the day in it. Is that not adorable? That's cute. Here's some more dream catcher and cactus stuff. That's kind of what I used to call Rue. So she's my dream catcher. Because she's a keeper. Dates. Again, I used to do more of this, like, well, card making and parties. This is one of my favorite sets of all times. I've used this so much. I made sets for people of numbers, and that's the circle I use. This girl I absolutely love. All right, we will pull her. So that's that book. Oh, these fell out of the back. Love this set. Oh, here's the heart we were going to use. This is the heart that's on that rainbow paper. Okay, that's fun. And here's more of that little girl, or a different girl, but she's cute. And snail mail. So yeah, I feel like I want to just do some stamping, honestly. So we'll put that book away. And then we have one more book in this set today. These are planner stickers. So I would like to get these out and start using them again. Had to have them. I mean, these are L2 Studio. This is, yeah. Had to have them. These I think are just, oh, maybe they are the same. Look how tiny they are. So tiny. Planner, planner. This is a fun set though. Look at this one. Love it. So it's coffee. Oh, they don't line up exactly. Anyway, it's coffee cups. And then you can put your little sayings on your coffee cup. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay. So we will be using this one. I love this guy so much. Look at the seagull. Look at these birds, you guys. Is that not amazing? I love him. All right, here we go. These are Dilution's little quirky doll things she makes. Here's another coffee set. This is very similar. Love that one. So maybe I'll spend some time, see, here's another coffee set. Maybe I'll spend some time organizing. Okay, this one I think goes with a die set. Yeah, and then you can stamp this like on the coffee cup, right? This is the little band that goes around the coffee cup and super cute. Love that. So maybe I'll spend some time and put all the coffee together, all the girls, maybe all the letters, something like that. Here's some more little planner girls. I think these are Stampabilities. Is this not Hobby Lobby maybe? I think so. I think this little girl's Hobby Lobby. Here's another one. Oh, these are Julie netting. Oh my gosh, I love her. Now, she's tiny. Well, she's not tiny, but she's, I don't know if you can see her, but is she not adorable? And it has these fun words on it. So there, okay, so there's 3 sets. There's 4 sets. There's 4 sets. These are the other 3 sets available. This one is Craft Day. They also have Make Kindness Happen, Calendar Muss, and Holiday Blissy. That's a fun one. Well, they're all fun, but so maybe we'll stamp some of those. These are adorable little tags with little animals, and here's another little animal set. Holy cow, we got stamping to do, friends. This is why I don't use my stamps in my journal. This is why. Because look how sidetracked I get. Yeah, so these were also in there. So here's another alpha set. Here's another date alpha. So I need to do some organizing. Do we even remember what we are trying to do? I don't think I have time. Maybe we have a minute or two. Should we try something? Does anybody want to hang out? I don't even know. I don't even know. So this is the struggle, right? If I don't already have them like stamped out, or where I know exactly where to reach it. Like it says right here, I talked to Rue. Here's a phone. Now, I know we saw a phone in some of that journey through those books, but I couldn't tell you where or what, and that's a lot, right? That's why my idea is to stamp some like already in a book like this, or my other place that I have started a while ago to collect is to stamp some out when I have time and when I'm in the mood. See these right here, little yellow phones. So keeping them in a notebook. Here's a pink phone. So maybe that's a fun one. These I just got in Happy Mail. See, here's that little girl. Is she not adorable? And I think if I already have a bunch stamped out, like if I took a day, not a day, but like on a day, just stamped a bunch, and kind of had them ready. I think this is a workable system for me. I already have some things like in here that are stamped out. So this is, you know, on some of the strips of paper, leaves. There's those cats. So see, we don't need to stamp more cats. I don't think I'm going to stamp right in my book. It's super bumpy. And yeah, if you guys don't know I'm consistent, here's the same ones I just pulled. Here's the monster. Here's the girl. Here's the pigs. Okay. Teacup and leaves. Love this set. Here's that other girl that I said I love. Look at her. Is she not amazing? Oh, so create with heart. Maybe this is the answer for me, is to go ahead and like once a month. I love this page so much. I love that it's on this book page and it says soul searching. That is so peaceful to me. I love that. Yeah, I keep just pulling kind of the same thing. Like I would pull this as a book page. I'm going to pull this as a book page for my March journal right now. I'm just putting it in the pile. Leaves, pigs. Okay, there's the monster page, more leaves. Okay, so let's see. These are super fun. I didn't get these out this okay, look. Here's more. Here's that phone and a camera. Here's more of those words. Spring. Same words. See? So at least I'm consistent, right? So we might, look, there's that guy. So maybe we'll keep doing this and pull this more. And I want to stamp more on like colored paper like this. That's fun. And let's see what else we have in here. More pigs, cameras, flowers. These are fun. I could stamp a bunch more of these. There's that word again. There's fall. Little quotes, more of these. I love the leaves. And once you have a stamp out, you might as well use it. Look at all the cameras. So I don't need to stamp more cameras. Here's stars. And this is fun to do if you're going to get colored inks out or paints or whatever. Here's just a notebook in the back. And I thought, well, I could stamp in here. Same idea as this little guy, right? So, all right, let's see what we want to do. Let's get one stamp in this silly book. Here's a phone. Right here we talk to Rue. You guys, people are texting me. I have like 6 texts. What's going on? Excuse me. My goodness. Let's put a little note down here that we talked to Rue on this day, Tuesday the 11th. I can tell you we didn't have too much going on because, again, just kind of a work day. I think I was debating, like, do I write on it now or whatnot? But I think I'll just glue it in and then we can work on it. And you don't need a lot of glue. It's okay if the edges stick up. It's easier to tuck things in or whatnot. So I'm going to do that. This is actually the day, though. Interesting. Okay, these are on the wrong day. These are on the wrong day. These go on this day. So that's kind of fun because I could actually glue that whole thing in there. And this would tuck in here. Okay, so that makes more sense to my brain. There we go. So that might be fun. We might tuck it in and flip it like this. I'm not too sure. Yeah. This is the day we're working on and we need a stamp for. Now this is a stamp and I don't know what else to put here. We have stars here. Is there something else we could use? This is where I get stuck. So I'm not going to spend our time doing this. because I have to go through it and find one that I want to use. I know. I'm going to put this little guy back in my notebook like that. And this, well, I'm going to leave this one out because it says love, and I think we could use all of these, honestly. I'd like to maybe use those up. I'm not too sure, so I'm not going to spend my time doing that. So this was kind of a ramble. This was kind of a chit-chatty, not a lot of journaling, and a little bit of a stamp review. So I don't know what it's going to be labeled. I would love to sit down and do some journaling with you guys. I'm obviously a little stuck. We did this stamp here. I'm just trying to see. I already put a stamp here. This is the same day. Okay. This one. Is all one day. Okay, this is all one day. This and this and this. And I don't have a stamp yet here. So we could stamp a little coffee stamp right here, obviously, because this was the coffee bar we went to. So let's do that, and we'll get one stamp done today. How about that? Did I even get one out? Well, maybe we don't have to do coffee. Let's see. I really like, oh, but it's too big. Yeah, I'm going to have to play. I can't keep you for 6 hours. Because I really like this, remember this. And so I think like that up here. And I just said I wasn't going to stamp in this book, but I'm really tempted. Here's the deal. If we mess it up, we can print on a piece of paper and glue it on top. How about that? How about that? Let's try it. Let's find a base underneath. Let's find a base underneath to stamp on. It's not flat. See if we can make it flat. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's try it. If not, we'll glue over it. You know, that's okay. We can do that. And we can we can also do a trial run. Okay, I'm not going to use the front of this envelope ever, so let's perfect. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. This is the moment of truth. I mean, we could put it over here. I was thinking more a little bit in the middle, kind of like in here, and to kind of right around it as opposed to way over here. Let's try it right. Ugh! See? Because it's not even. But that's okay. That's a fixable thing because that's a fixable, like an easy stamp. That's okay. I'm so frustrated though because the one I did for practice came out and then this one didn't. But that's okay. Let's fix it. Let's fix it right now because I do like it on there. This is probably a little bit thicker than I want. Let's try the Sharpie. All right. So silly that we stamp and then we still need to pen. Okay, there it is. That's fine. Isn't that a weird word? Do you ever look at words and you're like, is that the right way to spell that? It is. So that's kind of fun. So now we can add some other whatever and do our journaling on here. So see, that makes me happy. And I used a supply that I have not reached for in a while. Now, how do I reach for it more? I don't know. I don't know. Because I like it on the paper, actually. I don't know. So I'm going to keep working like this. Home Sweet Home would be great on this page right here. Because this is the day we came home. We could stamp it like on this airplane that I cut out and put in here. We could stamp it on here, but it wouldn't show up a lot. We could stamp it, you know, down here. Let's try the airplane. That sounds like fun to me. And really, what could go wrong? I'm feeling daring at this point. Let's try it. And whoops. All right. Should we try the sample again? And then all right, Home Sweet Home. Let's do it. This should be, in theory. Now, look, I don't even know which way this airplane goes in here. I've tucked it in a lot of different ways. So I'm just going to put it on here, and it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm going to put it crooked. Huh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm having so much fun now. See? So that's the other thing. I just have to come down here and play with my supplies, and that makes me really happy. And that's kind of an element that I don't normally have in my pages, and kind of happy with that. Yep. So that's it, you guys. That's today's journal, not journal with me. But you got a little peek at some of my stamps. No, not even close to half of them. So yeah, that's the problem. I'm going to continue to play with my stamps. I am going to stamp some out on some other paper like this. I think it's a workable solution for me, and I think it's fun to have these. I'm certainly not going to get all of these out frequently. So I either need to choose some, like Lydia does, like every month, and make a capsule, if you will, of stamps to use to rotate through them. And that might be the answer. Okay. I know the reason I don't reach for things is because they're not reachable. And that means I have to get up out of my chair and go look in my cupboard and go through my stash. So I need to make some reachable, and maybe I rotate those out monthly. Maybe that's the answer. Okay. Thanks for processing with me, friends. Thanks for watching. I hope your journaling is coming along. Mine's not, but I'm having fun, and it'll come along. And we have 2 stamps in here now. So that's exciting. Well, not 2, but we did 2 stamps right here. I like them. I like them. It looks good, and I'm happy I'm using my stash. Okay. So yay. Yeah. Remember this. There you go. Thanks for being here, you guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you do with your stamps? Are you using them? How do you store them? I know I have too many, but how do you store them? Give me your thoughts. Do you pre-stamp? Yeah, let me know. Thanks for being here. Have a great day, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.